welcome. My name's Luke Norby. It's a pleasure to be in your company today, and it's a pleasure to be joined by the lovely Grace. Grace, what are we talking about today?
Today we are going to be showing you some top tips to use your Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 7.
Ooh, as we can see here in all of its glory. But before we go anywhere, Grace, what's your favourite feature on the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 7?
I absolutely love how when it's opened up you've got that beautiful 8-inch display.
Ooh, yeah.
However, when I'm watching Netflix, I always tend to have it open like this, and because I'm a bit of a daredevil, I don't have a case on mine. So when I'm standing it up, sometimes it may slip if it's on my kitchen counter. So I love the fact that you can fold it, put it up in like a 90-degree angle, sit it up, and because we've got that free stop hinge, it's going to stay there. The screen is going to adjust so I can continue watching my Netflix, and then when I'm ready, pop it back open, continue watching.
It's so useful, and also on the bottom screen, that's where your controls are.
Yes.
So you can turn up your volume, you can pause it, you can rewind it. So useful. Mine's to do with a setting. You've got auto switch, which when you use your Samsung account, which today we're going to show you how to set that up because you need a Samsung account for all of the Galaxy AI features. But with auto switch, you could be watching Netflix on your Samsung tablet, and as long as you're signed into both your mobile phone and your Samsung tablet with the same Samsung account, if somebody calls you on your mobile phone, the audio will instantly switch from your tablet to your mobile phone, enabling you to have that conversation. And as soon as you put the phone down, the audio will switch back to your tablet, making sure you don't miss the thing, because it will actually pause the video you're watching. So you can have it in flex mode, listen to Netflix, someone calls you, and away we go. So useful. But with that being said, today we're going to show you how easy it is to add the very useful accounts onto your Z Fold 7, namely your Samsung account for Galaxy AI, and of course a Google account for Google Gemini. So first up, we're going to start with setting up that Samsung account. Right, so the great thing about Samsung devices, when you turn them on, you're actually prompted to add in a Google account and a Samsung account. So we've already done that. What I do want to do though, I want to show you how to access all of our Galaxy AI features and where you go to learn even more about them. So you swipe down and you go to your settings, you'll see the setting cog top right, and we're just going to scroll up a little bit until you see Galaxy AI. Now if you click into that, it gives me everything I need to know about the Galaxy AI features, from call assist, writing assist, interpreter, all the way down to photo assist and audio eraser. And if you want to know a little bit more about which ones they do and what they do kind of different, you can click into photo assist and it tells you everything you need to know about photo assist. You can even turn it off or even turn it on. So that being said, Grace, which is your favorite Galaxy AI feature?
I would have to say there's probably two top tier that are my favourite. Photo assist, everything to do with photo editing, being able to get rid of things in the background, add things to my photos, or browsing assist, so anything in my Samsung internet, you can, it shows you a highlight of like a web page. So you don't have to sit there and read the entire web page because I never have time to do that. So I just click on the highlights, it will tell me the main bits, and it's nice and easy. Now I know what I need to know.
So easy. My favourite feature is audio eraser, because this is perfect if you want to decrease or increase up to 6 individual noises of videos you've recorded or even videos that people have sent you. It is so useful. So yeah, there we go. My favourite's audio eraser. But what I want to show you where you can access all of your accounts and where you can make sure you've signed into a Google account or even a Amazon account or a Netflix account. What you want to do is you want to scroll up through the settings until you find accounts and backup, and under manage accounts, that's where you find all of your accounts. So we've signed into a Google account, we've signed into our Samsung account, and I'm going to show you and remind you how to access Google Gemini Live. So you want to press on the side key there, just below the volume keys. Press on the 3 dots and we're in Gemini Live. So we can use Gemini Live with the camera, or we can even use screen share. It is so easy. I'm just going to come off that. So there we go. We've set up Galaxy AI and Google Gemini. Grace, what would you use Google Gemini for?
I use it a lot to ask what the weather's going to be like. It's just a quick and easy, and then you can do it hands-free. If you just say, hey Google, it comes up automatically. What's the weather going to be like today? Do I need to take a jacket? Because that's always a big thing. English weather, you never know whether it's going to be cold, whether it's going to be hot. So Google Gemini always helps me out with that.
You know what? I've stopped speaking to my friends as much. I just ask Google Gemini everything from scores to, like you mentioned there, weather's really important. There was a game at the FA Cup final this year and it kicked off at like 1 minute past 3. And I thought to myself, why is that? Normally you text your WhatsApp group or ring your dad or whatever. But I asked Gemini and it was a reason for British Heart Foundation and every minute matters. So they kicked off a minute later to kind of remind people how important heart health is. And I knew that all from a best friend in my pocket, Google Gemini. Right, so we found out about Galaxy AI. We've signed into a Samsung account. We found out about Google Gemini and created a Google account. Now Grace is going to show you some really handy hints and tips that you can use on the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 7's camera. Grace, over to you.
Okay, so now I'm going to talk to you about the amazing camera capabilities that we do have on our Galaxy Z Fold 7. Most importantly, that 200 megapixel lens. Because not only are you going to get amazing photos of everything around you and they're going to be crystal clear, you can get some pretty good selfies as well. So let's show you how to do this. I'm going to get my phone here and I'm going to get on the camera. So at the top, it is already on that 200 megapixel, but if I did want to change that, you can change it to 50, you can change it to 12, but of course we want to be on that 200. Now, this is what is really, really cool about our Fold. If I click this button in the top right-hand corner, that is going to get up the cover screen preview, and you are going to get a little bit of a behind the scenes there. So you can see when you are taking pictures of someone, they are able to see what you are taking a picture of. So maybe they're a little bit like, oh, a bit to the left, up a bit, down a bit. Yeah. They can coach you through it so you can get the perfect
I can make sure my hair looks all right before you've taken the photo. So useful. Imagine you're at a wedding and your friends want to make sure they're looking their best before you're taking a photo, because once the photo has been taken, it's too late. So with cover screen preview, I can make sure I'm doing the right pose, my eyebrows are on point.
Nothing's in the background. But what's really cool is we can now switch it so that you can get 200 megapixel selfie.
Wow.
So I'm going to switch this round, and how I do it is that you've got a little padlock on the front screen. So I'm going to slide that across. So that means I can now hold that device like this and nothing's going to affect this screen here. So I can hold it like this and I can take a picture. So me and Luke here, got beautiful lighting, but I don't want to be reaching across. I don't want my arm to be in it. So we just hold our palm up.
Look at that, 200 megapixels.
Hands-free photos. Beautiful stuff. There we go.
So useful, right? Well, there you go. Cover screen preview is so useful. For the next time you're at a wedding, a christening, anything like that, taking pictures of your friends, they can see themselves before you've taken a photo. I absolutely love it. So there you go. That's how you can take photos using the 200 megapixel camera, but also that is how you take selfies using that 200 megapixel camera and that cover screen preview on the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 7. But we're not stopping there with the camera. We've got many different modes, correct, Grace?
We do indeed. You've got portrait mode. So when you want the subject to be in the focus, blur background. Yep. I love using that on my dogs when they're out on a walk. Panoramic view.
Yeah.
So say we might have took a hiking trip up to the mountains. Oh. And might want to get the full view in panoramic.
Yeah. Really, really cool. Not only that as well, we've got Pro mode in there as well. So if you're really into your photography, you can actually take full control of your camera, change the ISO, the shutter speed, the white balance, all of that really techie stuff. I leave my device on auto. But if you're really into photography, you can go to modes in your camera and click on Pro mode and take full control. Right, so there we go. I've taken you through how to sign into a Samsung account and a Google account. Grace has showed us how to use a 200 megapixel camera to take photos of your friends, but also take 200 megapixel selfies. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to talk you through some of the cases that are available to keep these devices in pristine condition. Right, so the first case we're going to talk to you guys about, it's the Carbon Shield case. In a nutshell, this is ultra durable, thin, and light. So it's keeping your device looking its best in that nice fetching carbon black color. Then we're going to move on to the silicone case. What I love about this case, Grace, is it's actually got a little kickstand on the back of it. So when you're watching any of the content you want to watch from Netflix to YouTube, etc., you can just kick out that kickstand. You don't have to prop your phone up against anything. You can just watch all of your content hands-free. It is so useful. Moving on to the clear grip case. This is really cool because you can actually insert your fingers in the back of the case to take selfies, to make sure you're not going to drop your phone. You know, when you're watching content in bed, right, you can sometimes drop the phone on your face. With a clear grip case, you can insert your fingers through it and you know you're not going to drop your phone or damage it. And finally, it's all about the clear case. This is my favorite because I love the blue shadow and I want people to see how nice the color is of my device. So with a clear case, again, it's durable, it's light, it's thin, but it keeps people knowing how lovely the color is of your Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 7. But Grace, which is your favorite case and why?
I have to say my favorite is probably the clear grip case.
Oh, okay.
I have got it here to show you because, like you said, not only as it's clear, you can still see the amazing colors that this phone has. You see the titanium jet black, but with that little handy where you can put your fingers in.
Oh, yeah.
It's nice and secure. When I'm taking my photos up like this, holding it like that, it is amazing, nice and secure in my hands, and it's a good little fidget to play with as well.
Good little fidget to play with. So there we go, when you're watching content in your bed and you're holding your device, you're not going to drop it on your face.
Exactly.
Insert your fingers behind it.
Love that.
And also, you can have it when it's closed and when it's opened as well. So yeah, that is the clear grip case.
So just to recap what we went over today, Luke told us about the different accounts, Samsung account, Google account, where to find all those Galaxy AI features and what they do.
Grace took us through how to take 200 megapixel selfies on the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 7 using that cover screen preview, as well as what other camera modes are available.
And finally, we talked about the 4 different cases that you can get for your Z Fold 7, keeping your phone nice and protected.
Well, there you go, guys. That's all we've got time for today. We'll see you again soon. See ya.
Bye.